Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's Melissa here at Desert Gal, and I have a few things to share with you guys. For the last 5 days, there has just been something just stirring up in my spirit, and just like this cry for the body to rise up, to wake up, to rise up, and to get ready to fight. And so, this is not a joke, like at all. This walk is not a joke. The call on our lives is not a joke. There are a lot of people still with one foot in the world and one foot trying to live for Him. There's one part of them that really likes their job or their life or their family or, a potential career or promotion. And there's the other part of them that is curious about the call that Abba has for them on their life and wondering what it would be like to say yes. But they're not completely sold out. And I'm sorry, but this walk is for those who are completely sold out. And I just feel so strongly like the Father is like, okay, if you're saying yes, then you are all in. There are no yes and, but wait, I have to do this first. Or yes, but what about my family? Or yes, but what about the promotion that I want? Yes, but I can't really do that for health reasons or whatever. And He is not accepting the buts. He's not. And, right now He is assembling His army. He is assembling His team. And if you are saying yes, then you are saying yes 110%. It is not a yes, but. If there is any component or aspect of you that is still tied to this world, then ask the Father to sever that within you. Just ask Him to sever it within you, because you're either in or you're out. Messiah said, if you're not with Him, then you're against Him. And there is no middle ground. It's either yes or it's a no. And so in 2 Timothy chapter 2, it says, no one serving as a soldier gets involved in the affairs of this life, in order to please only Him who enlisted him as a soldier. So there is nothing in this world, in this life, that compels us or tempts us to not want to say yes to the Father. There just isn't. I had gone to, Abba sent me to a church yesterday, actually, and that was the first time in, a couple of months or so. And he ended up having a word for them, which I was allowed to share with a few people. And it's a word for the body. But during one of their moments of announcements, they were talking about a local, baseball game and buying tickets to go to this baseball game. And my spirit just cringed. I couldn't even believe that they were thinking about a game or a baseball game. I mean, and this place is very small, and the people that I did get to talk to afterwards, they seemed like they were sold out for the Father, but the idea of being sold out, that has even become watered down. It's oh, sure, yeah, I'll witness to a couple people a month. Or, maybe I'll give an hour to go to this service or to fellowship with friends. Maybe I'll do that, once or twice a week for an hour or two. And I just can't wrap my brain around the idea. I mean, the Father has taken some of us so out of this world that we don't care about a baseball game. We don't care about the next big movie that's coming out. We don't care about, the next like designer in fashion industry or the next car model that's coming out. Like those things don't even come to our minds. We are so focused on what Abba has and what he is doing and where he is going and what he is calling his people out of. We are so focused on the souls that are dying daily that have no knowledge of who he is. That is the focus of the person who is completely sold out to the Most High. It is not about baseball games, football games, sporting events, fashion shows, car shows, air shows, whatever the heck shows are out there nowadays. Like, who cares about that stuff? The things of the world, the things of this life. And if you're a soldier and you have said yes to Yahweh, the Most High, the one who created you, then you just can't even put your mind on the things of this world. There's not enough time to deal with those things. The time is so short. We have less than a year and a half to continue to prepare physically and to spiritually train. And if you're not aware of that, then I know there's videos that I've put out there about 3 years and whatever the case was, starting back in February of 2018. Go back and watch those videos. But a year and a half, less than a year and a half, is going to fly by, and we don't have the time. Now is your time to spiritually train. So yes, if you have to go to work, so be it. That's what you have to do, and then come home and start studying and get into the present and get into Abba's word. That is where he is calling us to just get deeper. To get deeper with him. He is wanting to reveal himself in such a greater way. And the more he reveals himself to you, the more he will reveal himself through you to other people so that they can know. Because it is not just about your being saved. It is not just about your soul. It is about all of those out there who are dying, who have no knowledge of the Most High, who have never had an encounter with the Most High, who have never experienced his presence to get to know him. So that is what he is requiring, is a completely sold out heart for him who is willing to accept their marching orders now, today. Seek him for your marching orders. The word that he has is, I'm calling my people to draw near to me. I'm building up my army now, a remnant who will surrender all. When I say all, I mean letting go all the things of this world. People will call you crazy. As you start to move about this nation, do the works I've called you to do. There are a few here who are already seen by others as though you're not clear-minded, but you are hearing from me. I'm calling those who are willing to walk away from it all, drop it all in an instant. You hate what I hate and love what I love. There's no concern to think about what others will say or think of you. You are focused on my will alone, and the fear of man has no grip on you. I'm here for you and will lead you every step of the way. Your father and Papa. So he is like, you have got to be ready to say yes in an instant. In an instant. And this means even leaving all your dreams and desires, just drop them. The disciples, some of these disciples, they had families. They were married. And all of a sudden the call came and they had to say yes because they knew who they were following and they knew what it meant to follow him. Their life did not mean everything to them in the face of what their life could be and mean to all the other people around them that needed to hear. And there's so little time left that we have got to use every single minute that we possibly can in obedience to what Abba is asking of you. There's a temptation to get comfortable, to go back to sleep, to get cozy, to, just take a break and not get into the word, not pray for a few days, and just lose yourself. Because yes, it's exhausting and it's a fight. And sometimes you just want to give in to the temptation, whatever it is, whatever temptations are coming towards you. But that's not an excuse, because he gives us the power to overcome every temptation that comes our way. Every temptation. So there's no time to sleep or to think about your next manicure or pedicure. Oh my gosh, I can't. Ladies, like, who cares what color your hair is? Seriously. You know, $100, $200, who cares what color it is? Like, just the vanity has got to go. The materialism has got to go. All of it. Every single thing that coddles your flesh has got to go. For the last, and this is what Abba required of me. Last winter, I have not been able to use the heater last winter in my car when I was driving. And with the exception of like a couple of days this summer, not allowed to use AC. And so it's about letting every single comfort of the flesh just go. And I used to enjoy like a bath soak or a detox bath. I haven't been allowed to take a bath. I could do showers, but not a soaking bath for months now. And, I don't know. Maybe that's part of what he's calling me to do, because I'm not going to be in a place where I may have AC or heat or, the availability to have a soaking bath or whatever the case is. Maybe he's preparing me for these times that are coming ahead. And I believe he's in the next few months going to put me on the road. And so, for me personally, yes, I could say, well, my health is not great, but he's been telling me to seek him for healing. And so I'm seeking him for healing, because if he wants me to go, he will equip me to go. And so I'm saying that because he will equip you to do anything he is asking of you, whatever he's calling you to do, he will supply whatever it is. All you have to do is say yes and mean it and follow through with that yes. There is no yes, but. It is yes and then moving forward, being ready at any point when he asks that of you. And so, this has just been like stirring up in my spirit that, the dream of the white picket fence has got to go. Like, I can't, the American mindset is just so self-indulgent, and it robs you of your time and obedience to the Most High. It does. Focusing on yourself, that's exactly what Hasatan did. And Messiah denied himself, and he said, if you're going to follow me, take up your stake daily and deny yourself. And so I don't know what that looks like for everyone. I just know that he is requiring everyone to be ready in a moment to give it all up. And in this word that he gave, it says, people will call you crazy as you start to move about this nation. I don't even know what that means, because this isn't just for me. This word is for the body. So I don't know if he's going to take his remnant and start moving them about the nation and asking all of you to just leave your jobs and your houses and, maybe even family members, your kids with another spouse or something. I don't know. But I know that he is serious. And I know that this call is no joke. And there are lives on the line. Messiah died for us. And that was one life that was put on the line for many. And we're to do the same. So this is the thing that I know Abba is doing and he is requiring. And a lot of people will probably say, oh, he would never ask you to give up your house or your car or your kids or your work or your career or your education or your degree. Yes, he would. He would. He would. So I just, I don't know. It's been very grievous the last 5 days in prayer. Just asking Abba to wake his people up. To wake them up and for the army to arise. And to get ready and surrender. It's going to be too late if you think you can surrender in 6 months or in a year's time. You won't have the spiritual muscles to surrender at that point. That's what now is for, is to get the spiritual muscles within you ready and prepared. So that way, if you do have to say yes to giving it all, you're okay with it. You can let it go, and you're perfectly fine and content in any situation. Any situation, like Paul says. He is content in any situation, and he beats his body into submission so that he is ready to face whatever he has to face. So seek the Father, ask him what you're supposed to be doing right now to prepare in order to even say yes to him. Because it is not going to be easy. If you think last year was difficult, this year I'm sure you're finding is just as difficult, and the years ahead are going to get harder. Just go back and listen to the words of either on this channel or other channels and everything that they're saying about the times to come. Now is the time to get ready for that. So that's what I have to say and share with you guys. And I'll just keep praying. I know other people are praying. I've spoken to other intercessors. And the other thing too is that Abba's been having me just declare judgment on the wicked. And that's hard to do because you want the wicked's heart to be changed. You want them somehow to have their heart changed and come into the knowledge of who he is. And so, the prayer has just been, Father, we're tired of the wickedness. We're tired of the corruption. We're tired of the perversion. We're tired of just the disgusting way that our world is and how it is run and just the corruption that's in it. So please deal with the wicked as you need to. We call for justice on the wicked. If they're not going to change and you know that they're not going to change, then Father, do with them what you have to. Take the tares out. Take the tares out and cleanse this land. Cleanse this land of everything that is not of you. Because we as a people who love you are tired of all of it. And we just want your kingdom to come. So brothers and sisters, I love you. Please keep going forward. Do not get tired. Do not give in to temptation. And if you have, then know the Father is quick to forgive you. Just repent and surrender back to him. Put your boots back on and start running forward again. Okay? Do not let condemnation grab a hold of you. Rebuke condemnation and surrender yourself back to the Most High and keep running forward. And if you need help, ask another brother or sister to start praying for you, to intercede for you, or to talk to glean their wisdom and their knowledge so they can go and pull you up, so they can perform spiritual first aid on you. Call for a spiritual medic to share your sins with so that burden can be lifted and the condemnation can be gone and you can be set free and forgiven and go forward in the call that the Father has placed on your life. So Father, I thank you so much for what you are doing. We just praise you. We glorify you. We ask you for your strength to keep going forward. We ask for even greater discernment to know the plans and the tactics of the enemy that would try to take us out. Father, I thank you for a hedge of protection around my brothers and my sisters, and that they would just adhere to you and not allow doors to be opened that allow the enemy to come back in. Father, I thank you and we praise you and we exalt you in your Son's mighty name. Amen. Have a beautiful night, morning, whatever the case is. And I just ask that you guys join me in prayer, just however the Father is leading you, and let me know in the comments how you're praying. Like, I want to know what he is showing you. I want to know what he's speaking to you, because that edifies me to know that we're all in this together. So thank you for listening. Shalom.